Just real quick anyway, just on Trinity College. So it's based in Dublin. It's Ireland's oldest university. It's only a baby compared to, I think, this university, mind you, because it's only 400 years old. But we are Ireland's leading innovative university, as well as being very strong on the arts. About 17,000 students right in the heart of Dublin, just to give you some context. So just today what I'd like to do is just introduce you to two different projects that one that exists and one that we're committing to do. And both very much based in the innovation space. Okay, so Tangent was established a number of years ago now. We call it Trinity's Ideas Workspace. It was physically located in the heart of the business school, the new business school in the campus. It's not part of the business school, but it's physically located in the business school. Because I was considering, I think two of the speakers already mentioned that, the importance of place when it comes to innovation, the importance of the place that you choose and how you try to curate what we call the collisions between the disciplines becomes very important. So thinking that through, which I think the Austrian presentation already spoke about that. So we specifically put it right in the middle of the university, right in the middle of the new business school. Its purpose is to harness the potential of Trinity's aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs, very much focused at the student space, not the PI, but the student space. And it also provides innovation and entrepreneurial education to both students and professionals. So real quick then, in very briefly, to the three kind of key program areas is undergraduate. So there's the Certificate in Innovation Entrepreneurship that undergrads can choose to do. And also it has a very innovative Launchbox program where students sign up to form a company. So we build, like you were describing earlier, we build teams, we fund them, they spend the summer together, and companies emerge from that. Some students carry on with them, some students don't, but it gives students the hands-on experience of what it's like to start a company. There's also postgraduate education, where we offer certificates in various different entrepreneurial categories to our postgraduate students, and then also we offer training to external people to the university. That is used actually to raise funding for the centre, and also of course to engage enterprise. So it has a dual purpose. So some numbers then. So since it's been here now, I think it's 8 years, there's been over 3,000 students have been mentored through the program. We've had over 229 startups. Over almost 100 million has been raised in equity, or in funding, sorry. And also we've created 7 postgraduate courses and over 32,000 visitors, because we also use it, because it's in the heart of the university, we also use it to showcase the university as well. The next project then is one that we're proposing to do. We're calling this one Portal. Just to give you some context where it is. So Trinity East is a 5.5 acre site that's off. It's about 2 kilometers from our campus. It's down in an area which is called Silicon Dock, where Google have their European headquarters, and along with companies like Pfizer, Citi, and Huawei are all based there. So we have a site there. And we're a site that used to be an entrepreneurial site. Actually, in its day, it did things like sugar. It was a distillery, it was a foundry over the centuries. But now we're developing it into an innovation space, right in the heart of the space, and very much conscious of the fact that what we're sitting in is an innovation district. So innovation districts are geographical areas where leading-edge anchor institutions and companies cluster and connect with startups, venture firms, cultural institutions, business incubators and accelerators. Well-known concept. This is not our definition. That's the standard definition. But again, you can see with the range of companies that are clustered in around this very small space in Dublin, it's a great place to sit a university, because innovation districts thrive off a university. That's how they exist. The most famous one of all, of course, is Kendall Square over Boston with MIT, and there's a few other ones as well around, like Drexel and Philadelphia as well, down at the Penn State down in Philadelphia, another good example of that, where universities are sort of the engines of these innovation districts. So we're pretty much building that engine now by putting an innovation hub in that space. That's what it's going to look like. We're converting 2 older buildings, 2 old warehouses, and creating, again, not unlike the one in Austria, we're creating a space that will have over 350 desks for spin-outs and spin-ins companies. We'll have an events and demo space, meeting spaces, and a cafe and a public square. Again, and of course on top of that we'll have a very, very detailed curated program. As we heard earlier in the very, very interesting presentation from Startup Olé, it's really important to have the right kind of programming around your event. If you really want people to collide and have those collisions and get those intermingling of ideas and thoughts. So we're creating that space. And then just to finish out, this is what it'll look like. There's some artist impressions of what it's going to look like. We'll have it opened hopefully the end of next year, possibly the following year. And we see it as it'll be a shop front for the university's technology transfer, spin out, and industry engagement, and also a conduit for the university's intellectual talents to engage with the companies that will call this place their home. That's me.